大家好，我是 Bryon Wilfert. I want to say, first of all, that I was delighted to be able to be with such a energetic, hardworking, and committed group of people in going to China, and in particular with the Education International for the Poor, and the fact that we had a number of objectives. And one of those objectives was dealing with education, and had the opportunity to visit Hong Kong University, which is about 10,000 people. It is a university founded back in 1958. It's an undergraduate university, particularly specializing in mathematics and agriculture. We had the opportunity to meet with the Vice Chancellor of the Vice President of the university. And what the university is looking for is outreach in terms of working with Canadian universities. For example, when we talked about branding of the university, mathematics is their specialty. So it makes sense that a university like Waterloo, Ontario, which is well known for mathematics, would be a good partner, both in terms of student exchange down the road and also for teaching staff. For agriculture, Guelph University or the Nova Scotia Agricultural College, which is affiliated with Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia, would make sense. The idea, we had the opportunity, I spoke to about 200 or so students, and Leo did as well, in terms of talking about Canada, talking about Canada-China relations. And to say that here is a university, why Hong Kong? Well, the fact is that in the public mind in Canada, everyone knows the Beijings, the Nanjings, the Shanghais of the world. We're talking about a city of about 3 million plus. By Chinese standards, small, but still a very important city, which is taking on a new lease on life with the building of a new international airport, which will be completed in about 2 years or so, a new economic development area of about 200,000 people, new hotels, new opportunities for people. The university clearly has an opportunity, in my view, to look at linking up with Canadian universities, which is done around the world, but with universities of similar size. And so it makes sense, and we're certainly putting a proposal to them to look at that kind of twinning opportunities. Canadian universities are always looking for these unique opportunities as well. As far as the city is concerned, this city, of course, on the Silk Road is one which certainly found for ecotourism. Ecotourism is now one of the fastest growing types of tourism in the world. You think of people who go to Costa Rica as an example. People looking for something new. Well, here is an area where even in the Han River you can actually drink directly. You have pure water, the beautiful Taipa Mountains. You have pandas. You have everything there. And if people are flying to China, if Canadians are going to fly to China for tourism, why not come to this particularly beautiful area? Right now it is linked between Xi'an and by a double-lane highway, but when this international airport is completed, the direct links with Beijing and presumably Shanghai will make it much easier. Reality is that the city is in a position to actually provide unique opportunities. They have over 32 scenic areas, 78 scenic spots. They are famous for not only opera, but silk. But they also have that uniqueness of being able to get away from the traditional hustle and bustle of major cities in China. And that will give Canadians, if branded properly, I use the example of tissue. If you were to pull out, for example, this, most Canadians don't call this tissue. They call it Kleenex. Kleenex is synonymous with tissue. We want to be able to say to a city like Hong Kong, synonymous with ecotourism, or Hong Kong University to be synonymous with the highest state of mathematics, agriculture, and that there are opportunities. When Canadians are looking for opportunities, both in the business sector, in the educational sector, Why would you go to a crowded field like Beijing or Shanghai when you have opportunities where both city officials, university officials are very keen to welcome you and to work with you to provide the kind of resources that are needed?